Wanted one of two things. Either wanted a raise, so I think I asked at the time for like a $3,000 raise, and that was going to mean the world to me. Or I asked to go into sales so that I could kind of earn commissions, and because I knew that's where I could make the most. I was told no on both, and basically was told that I was good where I was and that I needed to continue what I was doing. So I began my search for a new career, and I happened to come across an ad of all places on Craigslist, so this will date it a little bit. So I came across an ad on Craigslist for a sales position for another franchisee that owned the Wisconsin markets of Critter Control.
Got it. Just looking for a job.
Just looking for a
no
sales
background
job.
in construction or wildlife or anything. You just
No.
like, hey, I'm unemployed and I need to go to work.
Yeah, I'm blessed to have a father who taught me a lot about buildings and trades and things like that, but no real experience.
No formal training or anything.
Right, in sales, wildlife, or in construction. So I end up calling. I'm a little bit old school in the fact that I want to talk to somebody. I don't want to put my name and write it down on a piece of paper and send it in and say, here, choose me if you like what you see on paper. I'd rather talk to somebody, see somebody face to face. So I did a little bit of research. I found out who owned those branches of Critter Control, and I called their office and I asked for the owner. Mainly because I wanted to make sure that I got hired, because I was very, very, very tired of doing what I was doing.
I bet.
So I ended up calling their office, asking for the owner of those regions of Critter Control, and they were kind of dumbfounded that I was calling them and didn't quite understand how I knew who to call. So they said, hey, listen, he'll call you back. So hung up the phone on me. I'm like, well, that
probably never expecting a call
that
back.
didn't go well.
Yeah.
They're like, they think I'm crazy. They're never going to come back and hire me.
Yeah.
About a half hour later, the gentleman called me on the phone, and the first question he asked was, how did you know who I was? Like, you're not supposed to know who I am. And I told him a story about doing the research and finding out that I'm old school and I want to talk to somebody. I just wanted to set myself apart from the rest of anybody else that might apply. And long story short is that by the end of that conversation, I had a job offer.
You impressed them. You stood out.
Yeah, exactly.
Goal achieved.
And that was the goal.
Yeah.
So
nobody else was brazen enough to go do the research, take the time, call them, and so it was like, who's this young cocky dude? Let me see what he's about, right?
I knew that I needed to do something like that because I wasn't going to stand out on paper because I didn't have a ton of sales experience.